My mom used to take me to the games when I was younger. We used to go to the old Forum where the Lakers used to play with Showtime. They had Eddie Jones, all these guys, and Kobe was really young at this time. I think he was a rookie, and I was a kid, really small. So it was one of my first games I actually got to go to, and it was a good time that I got to go with my mom. But me growing up in the Shaq, Kobe era, and the Staples Center, this was like the new thing in Los Angeles. So it was like Hollywood inside of downtown Los Angeles. So growing up and being 18, the Lakers won the championship, the back-to-back. When they had Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom, all these guys, and that's what made me like love basketball. It's like the championship, being in the city. You see all the fans. You see going to the Laker parades with people that I grew up with. So this is what I remember growing up and being a part of. And that's why this whole Kobe, Shaq, Phil Jackson, all of this was an amazing time.
So who was it your poster in your bedroom? Was it Kobe or Shaq?
Ooh, Shaq, man. Shaq was one of he's the most dominant player ever, but Shaq was such a character. He was rapping, he was acting, the best center in the league, one of the best players ever played. So it's one of the things you can't help but like Shaq. He's a big guy, but it seems like he's caring. And that's what really drew me again towards him. Growing up and ultimately, just wanted to be dominant. It's like, you have the size, you try it. So, I think that Shaq was ultimately the guy that I was growing up watching when I was a kid.
You caught me off guard with that answer because I know you're a Kobe fan.
Yeah, it's hard to answer. It's one of those things where, like, Kobe, he's a staple, man. He's an icon. The tenacity, everything he played with is just one of the things that it's hard to find nowadays. It's hard to find the people who, let's say, never got to see him. It's heartbreaking. A lot of people don't understand what type of player he is just from seeing YouTube, things like this, and you actually get to seeing him live up close. I think is one of the things that you can't forget. My mom, everybody, my uncles, everybody was like, yeah, this is the next Jordan, this is the next Jordan. And, it's just, it came out to be, it wasn't the next Jordan, he was Kobe, and I think that's the main thing, is he made a staple for himself to where he's an icon around the world. So it's a hard choice. But both of those guys are combined, Batman and Robin. This is what you want on the team, and it worked. It makes a lot of people in the world love the Lakers. Not only just those two, but just the Lakers and Los Angeles in general made it a staple to want to come and see.
Do you remember where you were when you heard the news about the helicopter crash? Because I remember, and I was in Greece.
Yeah. I was playing with Finner. I was playing with Fenerbahce, and we were about to actually start a game. We were going to start a game, and we kind of breaking down the news, and it was just like, this is really quiet. I think, especially my age and the people, around our age, this was like our Jordan. This was like a person that people looked up to, the best player of our generation. And so it's like, it's kind of awkward. It's like, we're playing a game that we saw one person play that we all wanted to be like. And so, yeah, it's heartbreaking, like I said, especially with, kids involved and everything like this. It's heartbreaking. But I think he left a legacy that can never be tarnished. And I think that, legends live on. And man, he's still today, kids want to be just like him. So whenever you can do that, this is the basketball world, it's basketball guys, everything, I think all comes full circle. So he left a legacy that can never be tarnished.